Good morning, one and all. It's Wednesday, the 31st of May, and yes, it's my birthday! Yeah! Woo, 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 woo! Yes, and today is the third day of day 3 of walks here, the Malvern Walking Festival. Although I'm now in Twining, not far from Tewkesbury. Today's walk is called the Two Rivers Walk, which will incorporate the River Avon and the River Severn, and we will be walking here from Twining to Tewkesbury, a little bit further, and then round some other areas. So come along on this walk. And by the way, Twining, for those of you who know your teas, yes, I think this is the name of the tea, Twining's Tea, although I don't think it's the kind of place where they make tea here, because it's just one big green and a nice sort of villagey, smally, towny, big village, I think you classify this as. Let's go on the walk. Indeed, I am here on Twining's Green. Yes, there's quite a ring to that, I think, Twining's Green. For those of you who did check yesterday's walk, you'll notice that the weather has completely changed from yesterday. The clouds have arrived. It was raining last night, so it'll be interesting to see how the paths will be today, especially along the rivers. But anyway, I know it's going to be a great walk today, and no hills, obviously riverside, all pretty flat, hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know what to expect, but then I always go in with an open mind to see what's happening. It is a full house today, 20 of us walkers. So without further ado, let's go find this place. And you know, those are the kind of stories where, you know, you're grateful that you have the right gear on. It started as a hobby, but I've got quite a few thousand on there now. But yeah, it's the way they tell you heart rate. Yeah, it's nice in a bit. At the last spring, my heart rate. The towpath gets a bit rough in places. Well, I've done most of it. If not all of it. It'll just be walking, and right on cue here is the River Avon, and walking along here, very pleasant, completely different to yesterday's walk over what I would call the mountains of Malvern Hills. Here it's nice, flat, calm, sedate, and very beautiful. Over we go. This is the double hurdle point. Yes, I know. Over there in that distance is Breedon Hill, and we're coming over. It's quite breezy now over the river here. More styles, yes. Ooh, and over we go. Wow. Ooh. Yes. For those of you who know your geography, the River Avon is the river that goes through Stratford upon Avon. Yes, you got that? Hey, clues in the word. Now, I noticed on one of the styles that there was pictures of Shakespeare. So this is Shakespeare's Way. So you can walk from Stratford upon Avon all the way down this River Avon to Tewkesbury. Now, wouldn't that be cool? If you felt like doing that, why not? Wallace and Gromit went to the moon. And here we have a weir. Yes, as I'm getting stung by nettles. Ooh, ow, that really hurt, that one. Lovely bridge.
My house went on about it, I'll have to tell you.
Who can?
We do, yeah.
heading up over from Tewkesbury Marina and crossing the bridge to Tewkesbury. Yeah! Yes, Tewkesbury. We are now having a little bit of a mini break here as we arrive at the Avon Lock, this is called. So we're not quite at the end of the Avon where it joins with the River Severn, but we're nearly there because it's at Tewkesbury. Once we get to the Abbey, that's the point where we will be combining with it. So it's a very pleasant area here. Sit down, chill out, relax and enjoy the walk. I am on the bridge at Avon Lock. This is Avon Lock, and as you can see in the distance there, the lock is closing up, ready for the next boat to come through. So I'm technically standing on the River Avon here on this bridge, and here I am. Ooh. Would you, Adam and Eve, it that the confluence of the Avon and the Severn wasn't back there at Avon Lock, it's down here. So the Avon and then the River Severn is that way. How about that, eh? And there's a sign just up there that says, "Welcome to the River Severn Navigation."
Is that what it says?
Yes, indeed. As I come onto the River Severn side, you see what I said there? Anyway, here is the River Severn. I've got to be careful I don't tread and sink into the quicksand river. But yeah, we've got the junctions here. So this is the nice, big, wide open space. How about that, eh? Ooh. And how random that the point here, I can look over onto the hills, the Malvern Hills that way, and I can see the last Malvern beacon. How cool is that, eh? And there at the junction, up behind this camera, you've got the River Avon and the River Severn joining together. How beautiful is that? The group now has become a bit spread out, shall we say, because a number of us have stopped having a look at those points, others have carried on walking. And it gives me a good opportunity now to explain to you why have I got my raincoat on at the moment, but it's more just for layers to keep me warm, which is one of the top tips when going out on these walks, is to make sure you've got enough layers to keep you warm if there is a change in weather. Now, it's not just to keep me dry, as I say, keep me warm. And I feel nice and warm right now. Hope you're enjoying this walk. Very different to the previous two, yeah? Here we are now at what can only be some kind of water treatment centre.
I think it's Mythe.
Yes.
M-Y-T-H-E.
Ah, Mythe.
David knows all
yeah. So
water treatment, don't you, dear?
M-Y-T-H-E, the water treatment centre.
Yeah.
Very industrialised here. And there's a bridge all the way. There you go, a bridge all the way over there. There you go, the labels and names on there is a giveaway, isn't it? Intake number 1, Mythe, M-Y-T-H-E. Right now it feels like I'm going through a rainforest. I know it's not, but hey, it feels like it. So I've just learnt a useful mathematical way of converting miles into kilometers or kilometers into miles, and it's to do with your hand. 5, yeah? So if you've got mileage, say you've got 20 miles and you want to convert that into kilometers, you double it, double it, double it, and then double it, and then take off the 0. So if you double 20, it becomes 40, then that becomes 80, 160, 320, take off the 0, 32. Bingo! 32 kilometers. Now the other way round, if you want to convert from kilometers into miles, you add a 0 first. Yeah, so if we've got 10 kilometers and you want to make it into miles, you add a 0, so it's 100, and then you halve it. So where did I start? 10, so it's 100, so you halve it, so it's 50, halve it again, 25, halve it again, 12.5, and then halve it once more, 6.25, which is 6.25 miles is 10 kilometers. How genius is that? A gentleman who just told me that his wife, credit to Juliet Hawke, did I say that correctly? Juliet Hawke is so thank you, Juliet, for that amazing random mathematical way. Obviously it's not copyrighted to Juliet, but she would have learnt it somewhere, but it's come to Juliet via her husband here on the walk. To my right, a little fishing mini lake type place. Yes, man-made, I don't know, but it's there and you can see all the fishing points. It's quite a big long lake with the river to my left here. Making a turn away from the river, so we've got the lake to this side, the river to that side, and we're now going to cut inland to head over to Church End. We have just had our lunch stop here on what is almost like a barren desert type place, but hey, I'm sure it does flood very nicely at a certain time of year. They might get overly friendly.
No, I've got nothing for you to eat.
No, we are empty.
Oh, bless you.
No food. Niente.
They've been
As you can see from the sheep here, they look like they were hand-reared the way they came up to the other walkers, but I'm not quite comfortable with I am now at the Church of Mary Magdalene, Twining Parish Church, although we're at an area I think it's called Church End, which is connected to Twining, but it's the region or area of Twining. Do you have a closer look? Now I don't know about you, but there's lots of crows around me and it's pretty quiet and calm here, and there's lots of greyness, but has rings of certain movies, I won't say which, but hey, here is the church. The Church of Mary Magdalene, and with graveyard, yeah, and there go the crows. Right, I don't think I want to be part of a Hollywood movie here. And here we come across another water feature, a pond, as you do, and it looks like in the distance there's some kind of show jumping course, horses that is, show jumping. Yeah, definitely a show jumping course here. How random is that? As if by magic, we're back at Twining, right on the River Avon. We've now finished. It seemed super quick, that last section, and I hope you've enjoyed this video in some way, and if you have, please do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit that alarm bell, and I look forward to sharing with you some future walks, runs, races, talks, but hey, as you know, it's all about chatty adventures here, so take care, love you all, bye bye.